Last month, the UN's World Meteorological Organization issued a stark warning, projecting for the first time ever that global temperatures are likely to temporarily breach 1.5 degrees Celsius of warming during the next 5 years. The Paris Agreement calls on every nation to pursue all efforts to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees. These projections indicate we likely have, for the first time in human history, a very unwelcome glimpse of what crossing that longer-term threshold would be like. For Scotland, and indeed across the world, this is uncharted territory. It's therefore more important than ever that Scotland is stepping up and playing our part in realising the benefits of a net-zero, climate-resilient future. And it's right that this Parliament, therefore, passed some of the world's most ambitious climate legislation by a significant cross-party majority, and I stress cross-party. And it's true that these targets are driving transformational change, with Scottish emissions already cut in half. But we can be under no illusion. The hardest part of this journey is ahead of us. We need to have our emissions again by 2030 to meet this Parliament's, rightly, very stretching target. And it's against this backdrop that I want to update Parliament on progress towards Scotland's statutory climate targets. Presiding Officer, official statistics published this morning show that Scotland has narrowly missed its annual target for 2021, achieving a 49.9% emissions reduction against a target of 51.1% from the 1990 baseline. To miss our target so narrowly, by just 1.2 percentage points, is, of course, disappointing. But it also demonstrates that we are not far behind where those world-leading targets dictate we need to be. Now, while the 2021 results show a rebound from 2020, this was not entirely unexpected, given how much the 2020 position was affected by pandemic lockdowns. And Scotland is not unique in experiencing this. UK emissions rebounded by 4.4% over the period, compared to 2.4% in Scotland. And we knew to inspect an increase in transport emissions as a result of COVID restrictions easing, and we also expected that one of the coldest winters in 10 years would see an increase in domestic heating emissions. Presiding Officer, any target missed is a concern, and it's not something that I will ever shy away from. However, we should take heart from data that shows continued underlying progress in many sectors, such as energy, supply and industry. We must also remember that these figures do not yet reflect the 100 new and boosted policies that were included in the Government's Climate Change Plan update, published in March 2021.